So guys, this is Chris with T3 Medias, and this is the non-spoilers review to the new movie Arrival starring Amy Adams. Now, right off the bat, I'm not going to get into any major spoilers. First thing I thought of when I went into this movie theater was thinking, is this going to be another rip on Contact? I was a little optimistic about it when I saw that there was a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought that was weird. I mean, who's these two people who just love this movie? So I didn't want to wait so I could rip into it so I could bring that score down a notch. But I have to say that this movie really surprised me. I thought, is it going to go through all the same beats that Contact went through, where we're just going to like not see the alien to the very end, and by the end it's just somebody like from her past? No, we get through all that stuff from her past right through the very beginning of the movie. But I'm not going to get into any spoilers. I was about to say something you're not going to get me on this. But you go right into, spoiler alert, the alien. You get to see the alien, and no, it's not Superman. It's not that how it should have been the joke where Superman comes out, I've arrived. No, these guys arrive, and there's a reason why they're here. Is it hostile? Is it something that they're going to bring to us? Is it death? I mean, a lot of things like analogies happen where, for example, when the Native Americans met Christopher Columbus, didn't work out too good for the natives, because you have this advanced species, they're coming to a new land, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a hostile situation. But is it hostile? I don't know. There's military all over the place. You've seen the trailer. Anything can happen. What you do find out in this movie is that there's like a whole concept around the human psyche and our fears and our paranoia. What is real? What is happening? What do we do? Do we just go with our natural instinct? It's human nature. We're very fearful people. So if this was to ever really happen in real life, you'd have all kinds of things going on. Government would be trying to do its best to try to keep it under lock. The religions would go in all kinds of rants of talking about the end times. You get into a lot of that stuff in this movie, but it doesn't dwell on it that much. It just sticks with your main characters, Amy Adams and the alien. I mean, yeah, Ryan Reynolds was not Ryan Reynolds. What's this guy's name? Rainer, I can't even. Hawkeye. He was there too, and that's pretty much all you can say. I mean, they gave a good performance together. There was obviously I don't want to use the word chemistry, but as far as co-star kind of a thing, there was a connection there, so it made it believable. Do I buy Reynolds as a scientist of what? What was he a scientist of? See, that's how forgetful how it was. It's not that he did a bad job or anything like that. He was an actual pleasant in this movie. Very funny. All of his scenes I enjoyed. It's just that it was kind of not necessary until you figured out what was the big twist in the end. Then you realize how necessary he was. He did have some good moments where he kind of pieced things together, but Amy Adams was really the focal on this, and that was evident from the very beginning. Very Jodie Foster-like of this movie. Overall, Forest Whitaker, Amy Adams, and Reynolds is a great team. This movie delivered on all levels. Forest Whitaker, I really bought him as I don't think he was a general. I forgot his status in the military, but he was up there. I bought his performance. He always delivers something great. He brings the intensity. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do in Star Wars stories with Rogue One. But Amy Adams really chose something great here, and I don't see franchise from this. Maybe they kind of give you, no spoilers, a little glimmer of what you could do next in this movie. I mean, when this whole psychedelic thing happens, when this twist happens, I mean, you're going to go into the whole thing about time and what is space, what are we as a species, what is intelligence, what is the truth. I mean, after do we work together, do we fight each other, what are we supposed to do here? I mean, it grabs a mirror and it puts it to the face of humanity, and it asks these questions, and you think on this level. Now, did everybody in the theater that I went to this movie enjoy it? No, there were a lot of people thinking, oh my God, I thought there was going to be more explosions. No, it's not about the explosions. All right, there's some explosions, but it's about, it's deeper than that. Without getting into too many spoilers, I'm going to tell you, you will have a good time watching this movie. It will keep you interested. You will freak out when you see these things. And when you realize what is really going on and the whole it's not a M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end, but the twist is like like a quantum leap, like a loop kind of a thing. I mean, even the twist itself does a little bending of reality a little bit. It's kind of psychedelic. So after you enjoy the zero gravity and you get through the vomiting and you binge and you're going through the bins or and all this stuff and you settle yourself down, when you get to the end of this movie, you're going to think to yourself, wow, that was awesome and that happened. Do I need to see more? No. Could I see more? There's a glimmer there. I say if this movie does, I don't know how many billions of dollars in the box office, there will be a sequel. Will the sequel still be necessary even if it makes all that crazy money? No, but at the same time, no movie needs to be made. But hey, it's all about the money. So let's see what happens on Friday when this movie comes out. I'm keeping it at 100%. But if anybody else out there, if you just saw this movie and you're going to knock it down a peg, I understand. There's some slow parts into it, but not enough to call it a bad film. Overall, great movie, great cast, great delivery, great story. One and done is fine. Franchise it if you want. Reynolds needs more after Hawkeye goes bye-bye from the Avengers. It's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you for taking the time to listen to me, and until next time.